that's the, I think the captain is here, or he's a detective or a captain or somebody. We'll see if we can talk to him. So he just marked a bullet casing that they just found. So there's quite a few casings out here on the street currently that we're looking at. I'm counting 1, 2, well, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. So as of right now, they're saying what, a Jeep and then a Cube or what have you, but it looks like a Scion XB. Silver, probably older model. And they didn't transport our victim. Remember, we heard when they got here, they said unconscious, not breathing. So at that point, it's over. So they're not gonna transport a person who's in that condition because they don't want to disturb the crime scene. Let's get to the other side, so we're off axis from the light, and yeah, you can see the tires actually shot out too. Ugh. See a pretty large bullet hole actually in the window right here. So we're just waiting on a quick interview with the sergeant, or correction, the detective that's here. We know what we heard on the radio, obviously, but there's more to it. Not to mention they have a gas station right here, and I'm sure there's security camera footage. So the detectives are looking at the car, they're looking around inside everywhere. They just marked the bullet casings behind me over my left shoulder. So until we hear from him exactly what's going on, we're not going to speculate. We're just going to say that we had a shooting involving a man that was shot in a vehicle, but that's all we know so far. Once we talk to him, we'll get some more factual information. How's it going, sir?
Good. Hey, my captain's coming.
Okay.
He'll give you guys a statement once he gets off film, and once he gets in, then we'll get you guys a statement.
Okay, I appreciate that. I spoke to the other detective. He says it's just kind of a simple.
Yeah, it's not much to it.
If you guys want to do it, I mean, I don't want to waste his time or anything.
I wouldn't mind, but they wanted someone bigger than me.
Okay. Do you know his ETA at all?
It shouldn't be long.
Okay. All right, we'll hang out.
He doesn't call and tell me his ETA, but.
I understand. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so we're waiting on the captain to show up. Once he shows up, then we'll do an interview with the captain, and he'll give us the facts as they know it right now. Off camera, one of the other detectives told me that this is kind of it sounds like it's going to be a whodunit. It sounds like an individual drove up next to our victim and fired into the victim's vehicle. Unknown if it's gang related or anything like that, so that's going to be a question that we're going to ask. Whether this is gang motive or anything like that, if this is just a guy driving home from work or something, this is a really interesting story. So we're going to sit on this, make sure to get sound, and I'm going to actually make a few calls and let our editor know what's going on. So that's the current update from the homicide scene. And sir, I'm going to walk up to you, so if you could just try not to move for me, and then I'll come up and we'll just talk to me. Don't look in the lens. I assume you've done a couple of these?
Yeah, it's early in the morning.
No, I really appreciate it. Alrighty. Alrighty, sir, let's start with your name and how you spell it.
My name is Adrian Gonzalez, A-D-R-I-A-N. Gonzalez is G-O-N-Z-A-L-E-Z.
And you're out of what division?
South Bureau Homicide Division. So I'm the captain for South Bureau Homicide Division.
Just kind of run me through what we have right now at the crime scene behind you, and then we'll kind of go back and talk about how this unfolded. If you could just start with the vehicle, what we know about the victim.
Yeah, if you look over my right shoulder, there is a vehicle stopped right there. There's a victim of a shooting. He's a male Hispanic, about 50 years old, who's inside.
Again, this is a shooting. Let's talk about kind of where this started. This was possibly on the freeway. Just kind of run me through the timeline as we have it currently.
Yeah, based on early information that we have, it looks like our victim's vehicle was exiting the 105 freeway. We've reviewed some video, and so apparently there was a vehicle that was following close by as they exit and turn northbound here on the street on Imperial. The vehicle pulls up next to him, shoots multiple times into the vehicle, and flees. And so here we have the victim of a gunshot wound. Our vehicle is described for our suspect as a dark, compact vehicle, and it fled southbound here on Imperial.
Oh, it would be eastbound?
Eastbound, I'm sorry, eastbound on Imperial.
Dark colored, I'm sorry, you said sedan or SUV? Or
It's a sedan. Yes.
Do we know how many occupants?
We don't. We don't have any information on who the occupants were or how many occupants were inside the vehicle.
Pistol, rifle, what was used in this?
It's going to be a pistol.
Do we know about how many shots were fired?
We don't. Not so far. It's between 3 and 5, but we're still trying. Obviously, we have not looked inside the vehicle, so we have no idea if there's additional information inside the vehicle.
And the vehicle came off the freeway, vehicle's following it. Are you guys working with CHP at all on this, or is this just LAPD?
We will be working with CHP to get additional information, but at this time, we're just investigating here at scene. Our investigators will follow up with CHP at a later time.
What do we know about the victim? You mentioned he's in his 50s, Hispanic. I mean, what's his?
Yeah, we don't have a lot of information yet. We have not fully identified him. He looks just like a regular, citizen, just driving, possibly coming from work.
All right. How long is this going to be closed? And this is central behind you.
Yes.
North and southbound are closed. Do we know about how long?
Probably about 2 to 3 hours.
And if anyone was in the area, they heard shots, they saw that vehicle, they possibly know who did this, how would they get in contact with you guys?
Yeah, so if anyone has any information, I urge them to either call us at South Bureau Homicide at 323-786-5100. They can always call 1-877 or LAPD 24/7 or Crime Stoppers. If they'd like to remain anonymous, they can use Crime Stoppers as well.
Perfect. Anything to add on this? I mean,
no. I obviously we don't have a lot of information yet, but I'm sure there were some people out here who drove by and either saw or heard something. We really urge them to give us a call and provide us any information that they can.
Your name and spelling one more time.
Adrian Gonzalez, A-D-R-I-A-N, G-O-N-Z-A-L-E-Z.
That was fantastic.
Right,
you should go over to PIO and no. What was the new PIO? The captain, female.
It's Kelly Moniz.
Kelly, that's right.
My younger brother's at PIO.
Really?
Yeah, he's down there as well. He's
really?
A sergeant. Yeah.
What's his name?
Albert.
Albert. Okay. I think our editor, I'm sure, has talked to him. I guarantee it.
He was there for several years, then he left for a little bit, and then he just recently got back.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah. Well, you obviously have the experience.
I'll let him do that, and I'll work on this side.
No, I appreciate it, sir. Again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We have footage and stuff. Do you need a copy of anything, or you're good?
Well, actually, do you guys have a business card?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have my information.
So I'll give it to my investigators if they have any information.
Anytime you guys need anything, just shoot me an email, give me a call.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you guys. You guys be safe.
Thank you, sir. You too. All right, so that's what we have right now. It's going to be kind of a who's done it situation. Guy, we were kind of talking about it earlier. I don't know if that was on camera, off camera. We were talking about it. This was possibly a situation that came off of the freeway, but for the captain to confirm that for us, now we kind of know what we're dealing with. That's a huge part of the story, and nobody knows that right now. We're the only ones. So we're going to use that information wisely, but that's going to be a huge factor in this story, being a more interesting story to not just the public, but our clients as well. So that's pretty much it. Time to edit and get it in.